Good morning, seekers. Straight out the shower. Oh, my goodness. My eye serum. I love it. Frankincense. Get those 11s. Oh, look at me. Rough. Well, hello, Jersey Shore. How we doing? Listen, I gotta make some face cream. I'm down to this. Of course, that'll last me probably another 2 weeks, but come on now. I can't be without my own face cream. Stop. Hi, everybody. Hit that thumbs up. Don't be afraid. Oh, I gotta let that absorb. Good morning. We're live. Yeah. Listen, the channel is part of the time in the diva room, part of the time down in the office. Hi. We like to mix it up over here. No cookie cutter crap. Netherlands, welcome. Wow, that's exciting. Hello. Hi, Jennifer. Good morning, Melissa. Tizzy Dawn. Whew. Did I hear right? It does. You can't make this shit up. Did Foodie literally just admit that her cat may have ringworm? Anyone? Does she know that can be passed to humans? Everybody in the house could be taking a little white pill. This one's not a scholar, is she? She did? Okay. That girl Pondy said, yes, she did. I mean, antifungal animal shampoo. And they went over the cat with a blue light. Anybody know what that means? I'm hearing ringworm. Street cats. Silly ass alley cats. Yeah, it's not her fault. No. Listen, you pick up a cat that's been living outdoors, you need to take them in immediately. Because they get into a lot of stuff. They eat rodents and stuff that may or may not, have ringworm. You know what I'm saying? It's really important that you don't pick up an animal off the streets unless you go straight to the vet. It's no joke. It is contagious. This is like the time she came on live and told everybody she had, the gano. We're like, TMI. Don't need to know that. Can you tell? Your life's so boring that you actually tell the most disgusting things. Desert fever, I heard that. Which is a fungal infection in animals over there. Did you know it can be because of even construction? Now, you heard all that construction behind her house. But I'm just saying, if these animals are sleeping in areas under construction and just stuff like that, they can get that desert fever thing. She's not real bright. She thinks you could just take a cat off the street, right? Without like a GoPro to know what it's been up to and just bring it in your house and never have it vet checked. Wow. She goes to more layers. Well, thank you, Norwegian Gina, for the Norwegian 100. Thank you. I had to bring my cat to the vet last month. He scratched me up so bad I was sent to the ER too. Now we're both on antibiotics. Then irony, my cat was a stray until last year. See, there's a thing called cat scratch fever. Yeah. Pregnant women can't even change the litter out in a litter box. There's that toxic plasmos, whatever. Yeah. She always F's around and finds out, right? Right? I mean, can we talk about it? She has gotten diseases from a guy she just met. Like, at what point does she not have any sort of hygiene? Whole thing's nuts. I'm allergic to cats too. Yeah, that's not Salah. Yeah, dirty, gross, right? Right. And she kisses that cat, and you don't do any of that till you found out if there's any diseases from being outdoors. She might get camel worms. We don't know. Maybe she brought home the ringworm, the fungal from the camel the first time and the second time, then passed it on to the cat. The cat was stinking. That's why she had it checked out. That's a truth too. They might have thought it was when she was in heat, she was stinking. But she could have been stinking from her skin. And that's why they took her in. Now, y'all gonna be taking a pill up in there. Who's washing the cat? That cat's gonna be back on the street. It's gonna become such a burden. But you don't understand. There's a reason people over there in Kuwait don't pick up cats off the street and bring them in their homes. And isn't that like, I don't even care. Nope, not even gonna say it. Cleanliness thing, I'm not saying it. It could have been Chantal that gave it to Julia from the camel. Never a dull moment on the tubes, hey? Ugh, God, how gross. I'm good. I'm good with my little chihuahuas. Never have had an issue. Mr. Tiggs used to get the little hot spots under his armpit. Well, just one. And that's all gone now. Hasn't even resurfaced ever since I used the medicated hot spot shampoo on him. So now it's not even a thing. Hasn't been a thing in years. Like 4 years. I want to know how she expects the clinic to bathe Julia without her vaccinations. I have no idea. All they got to do is go get some of them, like, Kevlar gloves, right? She's refusing to bathe the cat, I know. Just like she refused to take BBJ in to get her, or even just cut the cat's toenails by herself. All Pete's had to do is hold the cat in the air, or you cut 4 holes in a towel, 4 holes, drop the cat through it, and have Pete hold the cat up while you clip her little skinny, tiny toenails. But she just don't care. She don't care about herself. She ain't gonna care about Julia. She ain't gonna do what she needs to do. For real, she's not. Have you ever met somebody who just doesn't learn anything from past mistakes besides foodie? Where you go, okay, learning lesson, moving forward. That will never happen again. That's like most people. That's how you grow. That's how you become experienced, and experience creates knowledge. Knowledge creates power. I mean, for real. Just a bath. Could you imagine? Ugh. You know the smell that comes with that fungal skin infection? Oh my God. Crazy. You think maybe, Jamie? I don't know. I guess she was really intelligent in school. It's making me itch. Can we? So has anybody seen any updates on MFW? I know that she accidentally put the subscriber's face on camera in the hospital. I didn't see that one. Because believe it or not, I've been running around kind of busy. Yuck, Jennifer. Good morning, Pat. We're just going over events. Like, does Julia have ringworm? Is everybody going to get ringworm? Did we get ringworm from a camel and gave it to a cat? I don't know. Did the cat even have the skin infection before the camel incident? Every time Chantal hugs a camel, something comes out of it. The first time, MERS, the Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome, came out of it. Now what? Fungus? No, yeah, ringworm? Nobody knows. You hope she don't turn on that woman that came to take care of her. Me too. I hope that woman doesn't need rest or peace of mind or a thought to herself. Then it may work out. Salah probably noticed the smell on the cat first or on Chantal. Which one? What are you talking about? Which smell? Did two smells negate themselves, or they become one big stinky mess? Like the couch, your clothes, the bed. Can you imagine? Just saying. Yeah, I seen that. That's where I seen it. Because I'm subscribed to Just Saying. That apartment over there in Kuwait with the heat and the you know, all the smells, I can identify all of them just in my brain. I don't know about the boil, but she's had boils before. But then again, she had cats that she didn't take care of before, so there's that. Can you imagine what the smells are? Cabbage water, earwax, pickle juice, musk, old garbage, rotting meat. Farts, pee, litter boxes, hamster cages. It's just a plethora of aromatherapy. And bees are sprayed trying to cover it all up. Oh, you can't make this shit up. I want to tell you what. I watch so many subjects. I don't stay in the girl world because that's just like-minded people, right? I listen, you give me a subject and I'm like, what is the problem here? And I end up in a rabbit hole. Like I just did yesterday with the whole Jews versus Muslims versus Jews, okay? Because when I see things and what people are saying and I say, you know what? I need to be more educated. I ended up all the way back to Noah and Moses and Jacob. Yeah, I did. And I learned so much. I was able to put pieces together too. I wish people, and I said, you know what, maybe all this is going on. Let's just say in my country, the fighting, and I said, is this making people go in and research? This would be a good thing. If everybody just went in and just take yourself all the way back. If you studied, you become educated. Then things make sense to you. So I'm just going to say, all this makes sense to me now. You're welcome. Now, of course, I can't go into detail because it's considered a sensitive subject. Anything that's in the news creating panic, fear, anxiety, those are considered sensitive subjects. And so you, as a creator, need to just go, all right. And that's it. The one thing I'm going to say is I respect people with feelings and opinions and cultures, and I respect everyone. I live in a country where we have so much to learn and so much to gain from every culture. Every culture. So I live in a country where we are not... you could say probably there's a few people out there that are filled with rage and hate, and that's their burden, right? So to accentuate them on the news, you know what I mean? Because for every bad, alarming, frightening story, there's probably 10,000 amazing stories, right? But apparently, in my opinion, they don't sell very well. It's a competitive market of information. But does anybody deep dive? No. You got to do that on your own. And I encourage you to. It will all make sense to you. All of it. All of it. I know, H2O. Yep, I know. It's sad, but it's entertainment. I don't know. Back in the day when Grandma and Grandpa, when I was a kid, even if there was a disturbing story out there, right, and they put it on the news, they made sure they did a full research so that it was what you would consider credible back in the day. And this is like 70s. And that's only because everybody tuned in for the news. I mean, there really wasn't any stations. There was no cable. There was no internet, blah, 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 blah. So back then, it was basically your local news. And there was no competition with the world, right? So that's why it was simple to just get factual stories. There was always good ones, and then there was, sad ones. But it was pretty balanced. So it's just weird today, as a Gen Xer, to see people, even in the comment sections. It's another little thing I like to do, where I go into a comment section. Here's what I found out by researching and all this. If you're on a credible research site with all the information you'll ever need to know, the comments, the people usually add to the research, but none of them are like, yeah, well, you're a Trumper, and you don't get any of that. You actually get scholars hanging out together and sharing information that is just so beneficial to your noggin. But if you just sit around all day and do nothing and just look at TikToks or just eat all day, you'll never grow into anything but a big pile of steaming, funk. So that's why I don't engage in the girl world, okay, I like to react to what Chantel's willing to put out there as information. You know what I'm saying? And I don't go beyond that. I don't go into real hate. I don't go into ganging up or, you know what I mean? But she is quite the subject. I mean, the shit she's willing to put out for you and I to say something about, and then we're not allowed to say anything about it, is weird. I mean, did you literally just tell America and every country that watches you that you may or may not have ringworm in your house? I haven't looked it up yet. What do they use a blue light for on a cat's skin, people? Is that to diagnose ringworm? We know the cat didn't have any blood work, right? Psychological, yeah. Oh, yeah, the internet's interesting. And if you don't have a solid base of beliefs, or you're not willing to go and get educated to sway you one way or the other, or to find the real truth, then it's just a gossip site. It's just gossip. Or you can be swayed to other people's beliefs. And I'm not even about that. Because to me, we can all easily type something behind a fake account just because we're feeling some sort of way. But the impact it may have on somebody less intelligent, Foodie tries to do that all the time, does she not? She tries to take her lack of intelligence and make a stand. So does Pete. They go out there and, I'm boycotting. Here's the link to all the products. And then she don't even boycott them. That's gaslighting. That is 101 gaslighting. Do as I say, not as I do. Drinking a Pepsi, like insulting people. That's the stuff she does. Now, we can make you raise your fist, or you can go, oh, that's just Foodie. That's how she gets attention. Because she really don't care. She's never had repercussions. She's never had to answer for anything. And for some reason, she keeps getting away with stuff that can be considered illegal or jail-worthy. It's a phenomenon. For real, it's a phenomenon. You know what I mean? You've taken a break from Chantal? Yeah, I get it. Yes, I know ringworm's not an actual worm. It's a fungus. It's just in the shape. Like you'll have like something in the shape of a worm is how it got its name, right? But I do believe it can turn into worms. Maybe she's seen some in the litter box. Oh, which prompted her. Like the cat never got dewormed because she was a street cat. Okay, I'm gonna look into this. We'll go live. We'll go live later tonight. And I'm gonna have all this stuff ready. Remember, she said that if the cat gets mad at him, it shits on the bed. So the blue light detects its presence. I was wondering if that's specific to ringworm. Toodles. Well, yeah, the blue light would capture what's going on under the skin, right? So it would, I'm going to look it up. I'm not even, listen, I ain't even putting that shit out there till I've looked it up. I'm glad I'm not eating right now either. Maybe I'll make spaghetti for dinner. How about that? No. I'm a volunteer for a large feral cat shelter. We use it all the time. Did she not think people were going to figure that out? Good morning, gal. Did she not think that people were going to figure that out? Especially, vet techs and... I think Julia might have shit all over the place while they were in Thailand, specifically. That's so gross. She's so gross. Honestly, I don't know how Salah does it. He has probably never seen anything like this in his entire life. This must be why he's done. He won't eat with her. He doesn't even go. She said it's their anniversary. Okay, we have so much tonight. I am going to go and look because somebody said that the courthouse wedding is on her Foodie Beauty channel, which is double monetizing, by the way. Anyway, reused content. Anyway, I'm going to go look and see if it is. I want to see the date. The date. No, it won't show the date. Because she moved it. If she moves it, it's only going to show the date she uploaded it on the Foodie Beauty channel. Yes, I know, Miss Padwina. I don't know, just a nugget. She's still trying to say that the animals were boarded or whatever. You think they moved to a lower apartment? The 5th or 6th of what? Because the courthouse was not November. The courthouse when she came back from Canada. So that's supposedly their wedding. Him in his hoodie and his jeans. Honest to God. I know she's going to go live today to celebrate their anniversary because everybody on the internet's like, who wouldn't celebrate their first year anniversary if you're married? And she's like, Salah, we have to, he's going to play the keyboard and she's going to clap and sing along. Honest to God. Yeah, they posted the rings November 6th. When she got there, right after she got there. Then they had the courthouse marriage, which was after she came back from Canada. Yeah. No, but she's going to have a tambourine, right? Maybe one of them little maracas. Well, he's going, happy birthday to you. Dun, dun, dun. Honest to God. I'm ready for it. I really am. This shit makes me laugh. If it makes me laugh, then I'll watch it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about that, gal. That's sad. I don't believe they were married then either. No kidding. Yeah, it said Foodie Beauty gets married. What a party. We'll be there. We'll be there, people. She can't keep her lies straight. Well, that's the thing about a lie. See, the truth is a visual. So you'll always have it straight. A lie is made up in the moment and it doesn't get put in as a visual. It's just blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Girl, you know I gotta go get laundry soap and stuff. Gotta wash Mr. NOmadness Tractor Supply pants. We use the UV to disinfect from the viruses, but you don't use it on skin. Okay, then. That whole apartment, the couch and everything's got to be torched. Torched. Good God. Come on now. Why does she always got to gross us out? I thought she wasn't going to be, like, sharing any more private stuff. Oh, that's right. Only the things that are lies are private. But not disgusting stuff. Isn't that private to be out there spilling your cat's secrets? For real. Poor kitty. Once again, using your animals for content in a horrible, I don't take care of my animals kind of way. You didn't even get her vaccinated when you first got her. You didn't get any blood work done. You didn't have a blue light put over her skin, which tells me you gave her the fungus. Big old walking fungi, smelling like a French fry. Oh, that's a song. Slow Mama, I got a new song idea for you. Smelling like fungi. Or wait. I just had it. Huh. Poof. Welcome to my age. I even slept good last night. Yes, people, there's a lot of activity going on at the military bases. I would be more worried if there wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So, we're not the news, and it's a sensitive subject that we do not talk about. So, you can talk with yourselves, each other, if you'd like, but I'm well aware of what's going on. In fact, I'm probably more aware than you think I am. I just can't talk about... Leave it to the branded channels that can talk about anything they want. There you go. Go find them. Well, I don't know if she knows that ringworm is passed on to humans and they're going to all be taking a white pill. And anyone she's been in contact with, which thank God it's just been a 6-piece fried chicken dinner at this point. You know what I'm saying? But what? She don't research nothing except TikToks. She researched boycotted brands, right? That support Israel, and she's on this boycott, but she don't boycott. She's drinking Bar Soda, which is the AG Bar Soda Company, who also owns Snapple. I mean, she don't look at anything. She don't care. She just wants you to talk about it. She don't stand for anything. Not even animal rights. You know what I mean? Like, she don't stand for anything. When are you people going to figure it out? It's kind of like when the woman is wearing an endangered species fur coat out in public just to get attention from people who know where the fur came from. Do you see how that works? That's what most of social media is. Groups of like-minded people, like shoving their opinions and their ideas down your throat. And if you don't agree, well, you already know the aftermath, do you not? Foodie needs money. You don't think she ain't going to step it up in November? Buckle up, buttercups. Buckle up. She's even going to create a fake wedding anniversary live, probably put it on open chat, because the members are dwindled to shit, because they're sick of the shenanigans. She's expecting all the reaction channels to come in there and question their love. And how many will? How many will? We will. If you're willing to give it, we're willing to watch it. But it really drives some people crazy. Like, they really get emotionally bent from the shit Foodie does. Now, if you think last night, I seen last night, FFG had a rough night. She had a rough night. And I'm not out here trying to speak for her, but I recognize the signs of grief. I've been there. I've been through it. There's like stages of grief. And it don't take much to trigger you. When you're trying to, you think you're smart enough to move on from grief, it doesn't work that way. Grief gets a hold of you, and you have good days and bad days. Do you hear what I'm saying? And I recognized that last night. It started with, what triggered it was, I think in my opinion, because if you didn't know, she's always had this intro music, right? And she loves it. She loves her intro. Everybody loves her intro music. Then all of a sudden, the intro music is not under a free license anymore, right? And what happened was, in my opinion, that the person that gave the intro music to Google or wherever she got it, I feel like the license might have expired and he didn't renew it. Like, maybe he just, it's been on there long enough, don't really care. You know what I mean? So all it took was that, like, something else that she cared about was taken away. And it literally triggered the anger from grief. And I believe that 100. I believe that 100. And it was sad. And I totally recognized it. I've been there. It takes a long time before acceptance. A long time. There is a long period of time between sorrow and grief, or anger. Sorrow and anger. Anger is the hardest one, I think, in my opinion, because it doesn't take much, for you to get angry. Because life isn't fair. At least we don't think so, because we don't know the other side of life, right? We only know life. So when we lose people we love, we don't know if they're happier somewhere else. We have no idea. We have no idea. That's what gives us peace, though. But we still miss them every day. We miss them every single day. And that never goes away. Trust me, I know. I know. If I even talk about it right now, I'll start crying. And it's been 1988. It's been that long. So it never goes away. I'm just saying what I saw from her last night was something else being taken away from her that she loved, and it just kind of sparked. It just sparked her anger. Okay? So throw her a bone, or don't. Depends on what kind of human you are. Yeah, love does not die or go away. Anywho, so I just wanted to say that because it made me sad. It made me sad. And I felt her contemplating whether she should log off or not. And it's not like it was anything bad. She just got really, she was definitely in a mood. It's hard to lose anybody you love, period. God bless you, everybody. Look at that. A lot of people are here understand grief. Grief is definitely probably one of the most faith. It tests your faith. But circle of life. Circle of life, people. And it never gets easier to accept. It really don't. Because sometimes it's unexpected. That's the worst. But even someone who's been fighting something for 20 some years, it's just still too much. You feel her pain, Dita? Let her know. Anyway, so let's get on from that. I am planning on, hopefully, we can, does anybody know when Foodie's going to be doing the big anniversary live? Is that tonight? She going to try to really kick in the views and stuff. Anybody? Is it tonight? I mean, it's already like evening over there, is it not? It is tonight? Sweet Escape. Like, what time? What time is it right now? Eastern Standard Time. She changed her dates of marriage. It's so stupid. After their date, well, it's 7:30 p.m. So that means probably in a couple hours, right? Probably in a couple hours. Their time. It's 7:30 there, right? So probably in a couple hours, maybe 10 o'clock their time, 2.5 hours. We got to be ready. No, they're only 7 hours ahead of us. It won't be morning. It'll be night. Yeah, does she have money to pay Salah to go live with her? That's question number one. It's called Knockout. The Knicks. Somebody said you can get this at Walmart. I wasn't sure of that. This one guy did a whole stream about Temu. Is it Team U or Team Oo? I cannot believe, like, all the people that, you know what cracks me up? Then don't ever wear a pair of Nikes. I mean, the list goes on. It's not Timo. It's a U. Timu. That's what I call it, Timu. Yeah, it's my signature color. But it dries really fast because it's a stain. So I have to grab this and put a little to it just so it's not dry. There. And then that just blends into it. She got a ring for her anniversary in the form of a worm. That's gold. It's dumb. I am not. Don't try to make sense out of nonsense. Just because she says things and we know it's all BS, we don't have to shake our fist. She knows what she's doing. This is the best month on YouTube. And if she thinks she's going to be bringing over content from her other channel and getting more ad money, she's going to get banned. She's going to be demonetized, and because that is the biggest against terms of service. And they can track videos over to... How do you think they know when somebody uses your video and then YouTube will send me something saying, copyright, do you want to do anything about this? And I always go, nah. Put me out there. It's fine. But they're going to track her videos and realize they're from her other channel. It's going to be crazy. I F around and find out. Yes, I got all the recipes. I'm ready. I got all the recipes. Yeah, and even if you do want to call her out, do it in a funny way. Don't have to get mad. We know what she's doing. Don't get mad. It makes you look unhinged. It makes you look like you're a right fighter. Who could be a right fighter in Foodie's life? Even Salah's waving the flag. Pete's is the only one. Because they're like separated at birth, if you ask me. The two of them. Oh, and by the way, I listened to a story that Pete's told. Guess who the hot goth guy that she was dressing up goth for? Pete. She approached him for his phone number. He used to have long hair and dress goth. Can you picture that? Can you picture that? I can't. I can, but I don't want to. Oh, Shannon said it was Pete. Now, I know Shannon said that she was after a goth guy. But then I listened to Pete tell the story about when he was in high school and dressed up goth, and when Chantal asked for his phone number. God, she's been a pred her whole life. Listen. Foodie looked more like S-Jam than she, I mean, really? She made a face on one of these lives. One of these old reminiscent things I was watching. Might have been one of FFG's going back in the past thing. Anyway, I think it was on the Frenchy Do channel. You know, Deux. Dois. What? How do you say it? Uno, dois. I don't know. Anyway, I said uno. It'd be uno, dos. The deux. It's French. Anyway, she made this face and had this look on her that was identical to S-Jam. I was like, huh. How many Funkles are out there? Anyone? In that part of Canada? Yeah, Foodie don't trigger me either. People say she does, but I'm very passionate. I am. And I may seem sometimes... The only thing I got mad about was the real life cat stuff. And if that didn't trigger people, then you are as cold-hearted, dark energy as she is. So if the cat thing didn't get to you and this new cat thing, she's using it. She is using this cat to get controversy and attention, in my opinion. And if that doesn't bother you and you can see through all that, I don't even, I don't even fuck with people like you. But when it comes to real cat stuff, the rest of the stuff she does with her own life, don't care. Really don't care. I find it funnier than shit. I would say, ask Jem, maybe. Maybe we need a little swab in the cheeks. Yeah. She did it to get back at FFG. How would that get back at FFG? By hurting another animal, letting another animal suffer. How does that get at FFG? It actually hurts the animal. It's like she's getting back at BBJ with Julia. It is sick. She's the one twisted sister. For real. There are people out there, though, that are. There's plenty of interrogations with these people. Plenty. And they're evil. They're evil. They can't see past their own nose. I know, Carrie, that's what everybody's saying. She's weaponizing, yeah. You know what? That's what NPDs do. They don't actually love anything. Everything's about possession and control. NPDs, if you go look at all the traits, they weaponize. They use, they know what you should feel sad about, so they pretend. Because they actually can't feel it unless it's something about them. That's it. They will literally cry for themselves or being exposed. Their true self being exposed. Ooh, that's problematic. And FFG did that. She will spend the rest of her life trying to destroy FFG. By the way. I think Julia's inconvenient. Yeah. Yeah, that's my point, is animal activists can be way more damaging to you than what you're doing, Foodie. F around and find out. Keep playing around with animals like that. I know it gets you a lot of attention, which to you is money and power. But the truth is, in the end, you'll be alone. And there's nothing you can do about it, because I believe that personality is shaped. And go watch HG Tudor. HG Tudor, Tudor. He'll tell you all about it, because he's a sociopath, and he'll tell you that. He tells you straight up. People are like, well, why are you making videos to help people? He goes, really? You think I'm helping other people? He goes, I'm doing this because I'm a narcissist. It's helping me. I'm making the money. I'm telling you, why people still try to get a narcissist to feel anything is ridiculous. They laugh at you. Everything is a move. Everything is about possession and control. Everything. So your bleeding heart, like when she did the Uvalde thing and laughed. I mean, there's so many instances where she's proved it, in my opinion, that she don't care. She says children are little demons. She did. I love all children, and I think they're all awesome. They're God's little innocent angels. Before y'all, some of you parents out there corrupt your children. The best way to do it, a narc exposes fellow narcs instead of hurting innocent people. A narc what? A narc exposing fellow narcs instead of hurting innocent people. So when two narcs go head to head, like her and Nader, their whole goal was to destroy each other. And innocent people got destroyed in the meantime, did they not? Oh, definitely something big's about to happen. She's not smart enough. This is the thing with her. There are smart people out there that feel nothing, okay? Those are chess players, right? In the game of the narc game. But then there's the checker players. They're not only are they the hero in their own story, which is called the grandiose self, they're also the victim when they get exposed. And then they just move on to the next thing or the next person. I don't think Salah's giving her the energy she wants anymore. He may have at first, but not anymore. You can tell. It's so obvious. If he started calling her out for her eating, spending of her money, because we already know if it came down to choosing between love, which she doesn't know what that is. Love is an actual physiological response. It's not just a word, right? So if she were to be able to experience that, which only empaths, nurturers, and those kind of people can feel, then she wouldn't be who she is. Let's just put it that way. But if it came down to choosing love over addiction, addiction will win every single time. Every single time. So if he ever made her choose, and he knows that, I'm pretty sure he's had his hand bit a couple times. Well, we've seen it on a couple live streams where she threatened to go back to Canada and stay there for a while. Next day, she's eating fast food. Do you see what I'm saying? So Salah, nice try. But in the end, he'll either boot her or she will find a way. Listen, I feel like she's feeling the contention between her and Salah. It happened in Thailand because she wanted to spend a bunch of money on probably like, I don't know, gummies. She didn't add that into the expense, did she? Or did that fall underneath purchases, goods? I would think so if it's $575, because that little bag of Temu shit she got, unless they're, running stuff, nobody knows, that they can sell in Kuwait. I don't know. Maybe they bought a $600 haul from Temu so they could bring it to Allah and he could sell it in his little market. Nobody knows. We can only speculate. But anyway, there's contention. We see it. So she's thinking in her mind, if I make more money, then he will stick around. Because that's always been her only source of superiority over a man. One that does less than her, like Nader, right? Looking for a home, looking to go to another country, la 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 la. That's where she holds some power, but it's mostly the money. That's why we got new cars, iWatches, all this stupid shit, all this dumb shit. New Alienware computer. I mean, if he is a 10-year-old in the brain, then yeah, it's going to work. Just like Pete's. Just give me a place to live in my own little bedroom. I'll just stay right in here as long as I don't have to pay bills and go to work. Could be another Pete's. Everybody calls them tall Pete's. So my point is, if she starts losing money, her channel starts tanking, then he has no need for her. And she knows it. What if she just starts coming up with this controversy and starts irritating people with we're boycotting Pepsi, right? So people will be like, and then everybody talks about her, right? Every time she's doing a mukbang now in the month of November, right? All of a sudden she's bringing up controversial things like a cat having a fungus and I can't get her vaccinated, and that's bullshit. And everybody knows that. She knows people are going to go look. She's looking for that. She wants you to all just, That's what she's doing. Make humor out of it. You know what I mean? So in the end, if she's bringing content, demonetizing, those videos you're bringing over have already got the ad revenue paid out. So just because you shut off the monetization on the couples channel, those videos are still already paid for. You cannot monetize them again. But please do. Please do. I want to watch her turn into the Tasmanian devil when she gets demonetized on the Foodie Beauty channel. Ha! Salah's revenge. BBJ's revenge. Ha ha ha. And they will catch you. You can blame it on anybody you want on YouTube, foodie, but the URL's already been linked to your AdSense payout videos in your YouTube studio. No matter where you move, that Google is way smarter than you, and they know people will, I don't know, put up new channels, right, and move content. Everybody would do it if they didn't have a handle on that. I hope you're that dumb. Cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Cheating on the YouTubes, huh? And that's another thing. A narc thinks they're smarter than everybody and everything. And yeah, they like trying to get away with cheating in all aspects of the word. Yes, they do. To them, it's excitement. It's not about loyalty. It's about excitement of the moment. Sick ass shit. Because they don't have loyalty to anyone or anything. Which is why she tested with the Omegle. She knew exactly what that site was about. She went and changed into her lingerie, went in there, and effed around and found out. Now, how she got her channel back, I have no idea. But I guarantee you, it goes down again or demonetized, it ain't coming back. For real. Yeah. They don't like rules either. So they test them instead of respecting them. Gross. Yeah, that Omegle thing was gross. Ew. Gross. You're so nasty. And they have a false sense of self, do they not? She thinks she looks like her filtered picture. It's her Delulu reality. Right? Yeah. Woof. Anyway, so I guess the fun part would be sitting around waiting to find out. But that is the dumbest move she could have ever made. Should have left the videos on the channel and privated them until your man who thinks he can just go take over an established channel that was may or may not have been under an LLC. Because if you remember, it was called The Beezer Show. But they don't have an LLC in Canada. So whose name was that channel under? They have incorporated. That cost a lot of money. There's no way in those 4 weeks she paid to incorporate shit. She was already broke when it got taken down. So I think she just lied. She lied. She put under someone else's name, probably Pete's. The AdSense probably went into her account or went into Pete's. Pete's, I'm telling you, he would do anything for her. So let's say that the money from that account was going into Pete's account and Salah found out. I don't know. All I'm saying is she used somebody else to start the Beezer Show. She did not go to a lawyer and do any of that shit. So you have to think about it. Whose name was it under? Whose email? Whose name? Because Pete had his own IP address in his room. It was probably Pete's. Probably Pete's. And she needs to get it out of Pete's name and into Salah's name, perhaps. I'm sure Salah was not going to let that continue on. She definitely used Pete's. She used Pete's for everything. She thinks she left. You think she made an appointment with a lawyer? She can't even make one with a doctor after chest pains. So you think she's going to make an appointment with a lawyer and incorporate the Beezer Show that never went anywhere? What a joke. No. She used Pete's. Just saying, in my opinion. Or a dentist, right. She was just in his chat before this started. Yep, she was, right before this whole, maybe Pete's had to demonetize it. Maybe Pete's is helping them get it in Salah's name. Nobody knows. But that's going to hurt Pete's. because if the AdSense connected to the Pizza My Mind channel, then he's going to get in trouble. She's always putting him right in front of the, you know what I mean, the firing squad. She comes out with her hands clean. Typical. Pete, sorry, Pete. Hey, Pete, did you ever get sued for the condition that that townhouse was in? Just asking. You working to pay that off? Damages, shit like that. All the garbage and removal probably took, like the episode of Hoarders. They pull up with those big white things, got trash, right? Probably 2 of those in front of the villa. And then people physically had to touch their stuff, cat piss and all, and throw it out there. I'm just saying, you're going to get billed for that, Pete. Probably already did. They probably already took him to court. Or settled. Boy, Pete. I thought you were all about, like, principle, Pete. Or is it only when it benefits you? That's what I'm guessing. Because you would be about the principle of everything, right? Like, while you were babysitting BBJ and she shook and you told everybody, that was because her claws were in her pads like this. And when she walked, the nerve endings just made her shake. We know animals shake when they're in pain. But anyway, it could have been her kidneys, right? Because we know those were infected. If you really stand for all these things and you make your fish shake, how come you didn't just log off that live stream, call a mobile vet, or make an appointment, take her in immediately? Why didn't you check her pause? Yeah, because you're as credible as she is. You're both don't give a shit about anything but yourselves. Which is why your relationship didn't work out. Because you weren't allowed to be needy because she was busy being needy. Right? Right, Pete? Yeah. That's what you're dealing with. So before you feel too sorry for Pete, remember, he went on a live and told us how BBJ was shaking. Almost like she was having seizures. And he did nothing because Foodie told him not to. I'm sorry, if I'm babysitting your animal and your animal's sitting there doing that, I ain't asking permission. No. But he did whatever she said. Gotta love that, Peach. Go down with the ship, brother. Go down with the ship. He will. Especially when she comes home, because Slaw's had enough of her shenanigans. Just sitting there overeating like that pile of steaming you-know-what on the movie Just Science. Yeah, and what he did to his own cat, exactly. There is no excuse for either one of them. And you get real tired of these people on the internet gaslighting people and treating them like crap, making fun of elementary school tragedies and 9/11 victims. Can you even imagine? See, they're not able to put themselves in other people's shoes because they're invincible. And nothing will ever happen to them. Just you peasants. That's what we're talking about here. So, you got to go at them with the same energy. Don't care kind of energy. Maybe she will. If you believe in reincarnation, maybe she'll come back as a cat living in a horrible situation. What? Is your makeup different for YouTube than in day? I don't know what you're talking about. Make that make sense. I use the same stuff all the time. 05, Langmani. From Temu. I love it. It dries in a powder finish. It doesn't settle into the creases of my skin. It sits so nice and lightweight, like a water. You can buy it at Walmart too if you're boycotting Temu for any reason. Walmart carries it, right? Mm-hmm. So don't go to Walmart. Do not go to the Dollar Tree. So let me get this straight. Before it was the buck and a quarter tree. I just have a question to ask because I'm all about make that make sense to me. So all these people are putting out all this, you know, Temu. I have questions. Okay, so before it was the buck and a quarter tree, it was the Dollar Tree. It's been the Dollar Tree for numerous years. Everybody flocks in there to get their stuff. Nail polish for $1, right? I mean, the whole place. Snacks, cleaning supplies. How much do you think the Dollar Tree paid for those products to put them in their stores? Now remember, they got to keep the lights on. They got to pay for the building monthly and the employees. I'm going to guess about Temu prices. It's still $1.25 here. It's not a $3 tree. It's $1.25. They raised it $0.25. I'm just asking. I want the question answered. What did they pay? How would they make a profit? They didn't pay $1. So if you're going on Temu and you're getting a $10 foundation for $2, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. So if you buy from wholesale, where it's coming here anyway, going in the stores, what's the problem? And it's the same practices. And we're not talking children, we're talking grown up. Okay. Anybody ever talk to a FedEx or UPS driver at Christmas time? How many hours did you put in for that holiday? Anybody ever talk to a intern going through med school? Anybody ever talk to a nurse? So if you got a problem with overworked people because of demand, you got a long list ahead of you. I hate the virtue signaling. Buy it or don't. End of. You better boycott a whole lot of stuff. Are you enjoying your Apple iPhone? Any of that stuff? You driving around any vehicle with a computer chip in it? Huh? Yes, I have a ton of these. Look. Hold on. I do. I have a drawer full. Want to know why? Because then I don't have to order it. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Amazon. Yep. So it's just a way to, like, the other thing, this one guy, I was watching him, and he's a very big channel, and he has a big problem with Temu. And I'm like, okay, so you're telling us facts. Okay, cool. But you forgot to include, I don't know, maybe the gaming headset you're wearing, or the Converse tennis shoes, or the Nike shoes, or the, like, you really forgot some things up in there. You forgot. You forgot to compare and contrast all the apps. All the apps. And that's why I'm grateful I have Apple, because they have the Apple Store, and everything is vetted for malware before they'll allow it on the Apple Store. And I like that. And I don't go to their direct website. I go to the app. Not only that, I use a Cash App card. I transfer money only for the amount I'm going to order. So you have to actually be smart. How many people are out there getting the phone call and paying some fake federal IRS thing? Like, you got to be smarter than whatever object you're working with. You need to do research. But if you're going to just lean one way, then that is not credible information to me. Anyway, I'm getting ready to piss off because I gotta go. I gotta go get some laundry soap and stuff. I can't sit here. I've got to go get ingredients for stuff I'm making for Thanksgiving, and I want to get those things. Next week, I'm getting a bunch of pies. So yeah, but we will go live later because I want to research together this whole ringworm thing and see what kind of issues Julia is going to have if Chantel doesn't bathe her properly and get rid of the ringworm, which means her and Salah have to take a pill. I love that. And I want to see if camels could be a source. I got stuff to look up. But anyway, that's my sass for today. Just fun. Just fun, okay? You got to go too. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you later, and we'll have some proof in the pudding, and hopefully she goes live, and we can cover the big anniversary of the wrong date, the wrong month. We don't even know what's going on. So I guess we can just celebrate our anniversaries anytime we want. Cool. Because I'd rather have mine not knee-deep in snow. Can I just start celebrating mine in June? Go on a vacay or July and go somewhere? Or do I have to actually wait for my real anniversary? I don't know how it works. We'll find out. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.